Alright, so the Little Cup rankings are now live, so I couldn't wait, so I had to make this video right away. But anyways, it's going to run from November 9th to November 16th. So about a week from now, it's going to last a week, and it's going to, the CP limit's going to be under 500 Pokemon. Now, only Pokemon, as you see, that are eligible to evolve and not have evolved even once are eligible. What that basically means is that 1, the Pokemon needs to be able to evolve, and 2, it has not evolved. So basically, Charmanders, Bulbasaurs, Venusaurs, they're all eligible because they can evolve, but they haven't evolved once. Basically, anything that's a baby or a base stage Pokemon is going to be eligible for this cup. Now that means I like this cup a lot because it solves that issue of where you have regional Pokemon, because regionals can evolve. So this takes out regionals. Anything that could be surprisingly OP or unavailable to like other countries, etc., is actually not allowed in this cup. So that's really good that I fix it. The problem is that the Little Cup only features Pokemon that are obscenely weak. So if you play Great League a lot, hopefully you have the Pokemon for the Little Cup to be competitive. And without further ado, let's take a look at the rankings. Okay, so the Little Cup rankings are live! Now, I kind of predicted Bronzor would be in the #1 slot, just because... So, the thing about the Little Cup, it's about fast move damage. So, a lot of these are going to be fast move. It's either they charge fast moves, they charge your charge moves fast, or you deal a lot of damage with the fast moves. So, Confusion users, Counter users, Mudslap users, Mudshot users, etc. Those are what's going to be really good. Now, just like with every league in Go Battle League, Steel is really oppressive. Unfortunately, that does not change for the Little Cup. Unfortunately, for the Little Cup, Steel is still literally destroying your soul. Registeel, Galarian Pancake, the Bird Pancake, the Bear Trap is oppressive in Great League. You got Melmetal and you got Registeel for Ultra League, and you have Dialga and Melmetal for Master League. So, yeah, just Steel across the board. Anyways, the #1 pick we have here is Bronzor, and mother of freaking Milotic, it is overpowered as hell. This is the only Mon I have ever seen that has an 100 rating across the board. In other words, Bronzor is the equivalent to Dialga in Master League for the Little League. If you don't have one, kill it. No, seriously, if you don't have one, go after it and kill it. That's literally what you want to do. You want to do everything you can in your power to kill it. Now, the thing about Bronzor is that it's super powerful. Anything with 100 rating across the board, that means it's really, really good. And it's followed by Dino, Wynot, Stunky, Shadow Stunky, by the way, Wooper, and Barboach. 2 Mud Boys in the back is not really surprising. Now, the reason why, remember I told you about fast charging moves, 5 and 6 for Wooper and Barboach are mainly because of Mudshot. Mudshot generates energy fast and they bait shields. And not only that, they do beat a lot of meta stuff. But unfortunately, Bronzor is just so oppressive. As you see here, its key losses. You might not have a Darumaka, a Alola Meowth, Swampert hanging around there, but even like any of the 5, like these are all really hard to find. But that's your top 10 in the Little League, or Little Cup. So the #1 lead is obviously Bronzor. Bronzor is extremely powerful in the lead, actually in all positions, so it's going to be #1 across the board. #1 switch, #1 closer, etc. It's just an insanely powerful switch. It does so much damage, and it's incredibly tanky for this cup. There's not a lot of steel, or a lot of like Steel Cat can output the damage that Bronzor can, or just overall, it's really freaking good. Just use it, okay? Your another lead is also Stunky. So Stunky is able to take out a lot of things. The only issue is that it does lose against Dino, which is a big problem. Dino is very, very good for this cup as well. As you saw overall, it's rates at number 2. So Dino is very, very good because Dragon Breath damage, this is a great moveset. Dragon Breath is already overpowered enough in a lot of other cups. It's literally like one of the most devastating things across Go Battle League. And for Little Cup, it's no exception. Even the little guy is a monster when he breathes fire, and that's Dino. As you see, Dino is another great lead. As a closer, Bronzor is just going to be number 1 across the board. Nothing beats Bronzor. Bronzor is insanely tanky, like I mentioned. Insanely tanky, confused, and even if it doesn't, even if it's resisted, it's still able to live for a long time just because it has that bulk. It's basically a Steel Chansey. That's why it's so good. It's a Steel Chansey. Well, the Chansey / Destroyer / Annihilator of the Little Cup. Now, there are a lot of things that can target it, so you could probably see some strategies that are going to revolve around targeting Bronzor. But because of the Little Leagues, like Mons and just like what's available, it's kind of hard to find. It's not. Do you see the rating difference between Bronzor and everything else? Except for like the lead. It's not great. Anyways, the closers, for the closers with no shields, Bronzor's still the greatest things in sliced, I don't know, psychic steel typings. It's a Dialga, okay? It's a Dialga. You have Why Not, you have Wooper, Barboach in the closers as well. So like I said, these charge really, really quickly. They do take out Bronzor in the closer. And Barboach is also extremely strong as well. The only issue with these two right here is definitely grass type. So anything with that, if you drop a Blade of Grass on Wooper and Barboach, it's going to suck. Fortunately, in this cup, it doesn't look like grass is very oppressive. But, I don't know. With Wooper, Wooper's a very interesting pick. It's a very interesting pick. Very interesting pick. Anyways, that's your closers. For switches, of course, Bronzor is number 1, and Dino is number 2. In other words, the Bronzor Dino core is going to run over. If you have a Bronzor and a Dino, you're going to be really good at this cup. Bronzor and Dino. If you don't have one, find one, power it up if you want to be really good at this cup, because they're just that oppressive. There's no Mon in this meta that actually beats both Dino and Bronzor. So if you look at the key losses, there's nothing that will beat both of these convincingly. You could probably use something like either, well, not Swina, but like, what am I thinking of here? A Snow Run. So if you use a Snow Run, it can take on both. It can take on both, but you would have to land the Shadow Ball on that. You would have to land the Shadow Ball on the Bronzor, and if you can't KO, it's GG's. But yes, this is the updated rankings. As you see here, Bronzor is incredibly powerful. So is Dino. Why not? Wooper, Barbo. Yeah. If you look at these, it's really good. Okay, these things are monstrous. So we're gonna do a team builder, and I'm gonna put Dino and Bronzor together in a matrix, and you're just gonna see like how powerful it is altogether. So we have Bronzor and Dino here. Like I said, these two are incredibly powerful. If you don't have either one of them, it kind of sucks a lot for the Baby Cup. And if you generate the ranking for them, as you see here, well, this is, hold on, no, that's all Pokemon, hold on, wrong one. Okay, as you see, they're incredibly powerful. Literally, the only thing is bulk, but that doesn't really, like, bulk doesn't really matter just because you're not going to shield often. Like, the fast move damage is king in the Little Cup. And as you see here, just these two alone is an A across the board in 3 categories. That's insane. In other words, if you look at all of the meta, there's nothing that beats all these. These two cover the entire big meta, or they beat a majority of them. Look how powerful they are. It's just nuts. So, like I said, the team you would likely look at that, a threat score of 253 with just these two alone. Dino and Bronzor are so powerful that literally this is what you have to deal with. So that makes it a huge problem in my opinion, but like we'll go over that during the technical summary. But yeah, these two are just so powerful. And if you don't have them, there is no team in history of Go Battle League until the Little League came, the Little Cup, where you have had a threat score of 253. That's how stupidly strong this core is. Now, as your closer, there's a ton of closers you can use to, like, wrap, like, take these out. But, like, these two alone cover the meta so well, it's just nuts. So you can, if you look at the back, like, you can pretty much use anything in the closer. If it was something, I would have something that covers at least Dino or Bronzor. Probably Bronzor more, just because you can deal with, you can deal with Dino a lot better than Bronzor. If you take out the Bronzor, it's a lot easier to win the match. So, looking at, like, what you could put in the closer, let's see. I liked Igglybuff. Well, I kind of like, here, let's go back for a sec. So, like, for your closer, it's just those two are so strong. So, your closer, let's see. Shadow Houndoom loses against Dino. Let's see, does it lose against Dino? I'm pretty sure it gets walled against Dino. If we put Wooper in the closer, maybe Wooper can do some good. Wooper takes out Bronzor, but, like, it does lose against Dino in the closer. So, you want something that... There's, like I said, because there's nothing that beats both Dino or Bronzor as a closer, it's very difficult to build it. You can... Let's see, overall, let's just put the top three. So we could put Why Not in the back, and we'll see what happens. So let's put Why Not in the back, and let's see what rating we get. With Why Not in the back, you get still the same rating right here, but look, you're still at a 348. You, like, as you see here, Wooper just wrecks. Why Not? Well, not Wooper, Why Not? Why Not just, like, destroy... How? Why Not is so... What? This isn't... Oh, wait, what? So Why Not actually beats Dino. So yeah, Why Not beats Dino. That's disgusting. This is nuts. Like, this like, overall system, the top three, the BBML is just, like, super powerful. This is literally the BBML. Bronzor, Dino, Why Not? So... Holy mother of mercy, like, this is your team. Or you could use anything in the closer, but like I said, Dino and Bronzor, you just can't beat that core. It's just so strong. There's, like, just looking at it from initially, there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing that beats both, there's no core breaker. That's, like, huge problem in this cup. There's no real core breaker that can really dominate this meta. Just because they're just so strong. They could probably find one later, but, like, I'll have to do an individual dive because you're gonna have to look really deep to find a core breaker for the Little Cup. Alright, so this is my coach Taco33433. His link is below. Please follow him on Twitch. Also, please subscribe to his YouTube. He's an amazing battler, and he taught me all the basics of what I need to know, and he's the reason why I'm battling today. So we have a Dino versus a Barboach. As you see, I'm gonna shield the first Mud Bomb that comes against me. I should probably shield both and then attempt to take on whatever's in the back. But I'm going to let this Mud Bomb go. And it does a lot of damage. I should have let the Crunch off to win Switch. That was a big mistake. Now we're going to see... Actually, I kind of wanted to see how strong is the Dino Bronzor core. As you see here, it does... We're going to see if we can win down his shield. And yeah, with 2 full Mons in the back. Now we get a Why Not into our Bronzor. This is kind of... This is okay. Mirror Coat is double resistant. Actually, it's like triple resistor or something like that right now. So, like, it's not going to do a lot of damage because Why Not doesn't have the greatest stats. As you see, we're just going to keep heavy slamming. I'm not going to get any shields. We don't have Psyshock. Now, if you did have Psyshock, I would just go straight heavy slam anyways because we don't... It would just resist our Psyshocks, because Why Not is just a tanky boy. And as you see, we're doing very little damage to it. Now, something happens, so I stop attacking for a bit, but then the battle resumes very shortly. So, as you see here, we're going to get back into it very shortly. I let him get another counter in so that we make up for the damage, and I'm going to keep going. As you see here, Bronzor is a monster. We're getting blasted by these Mirror Coats and counters, and it's still not doing a lot of damage. We just made it a half health, and we've heavy slammed to how many times? I have no idea. This is taking a while, though. So, Bronzor is a monster in this cup. It's literally what I probably can farm down. So, my play here is to farm down and then double heavy slam, hoping we can bait both shields, because we still have our Why Not in the back. But as you see, Why Not is a thick boy, and it's very powerful. We successfully farm down. Yes, they have shield advantage, but we have a ton of energy here. In comes the back row, and it's going to be a Dratini. Now, Dratini still does heavy damage with Dragon Pretz, so I'm still gonna probably get farmed down here. We fire off these heavy slams, baiting 2 shields, so because I should be able to get the second shield here, and we do. We're gonna get Dragon Breath down, but that's okay. But I managed to switch in. It's a little iffy on the switch, but like I managed to switch in. My thought process was, okay, you know what? We've done enough we can. Let's switch in Why Not and then take this Dratini down. As you see, Aqua Tail doesn't do much at all because Why Not is just very, very tanky. Why Not is a thick boy, and because Why Not takes these Aqua Tails, we're able to get to this Miracle, and this should KO, and that's GG's. Very, very good game, GG's, and it just shows just how powerful these three mons, just as we saw in the team builder, just how strong this core actually is. Now, a few notes on the side about this team is just Dino and Bronzor. It's Dino Bronzor. It's literally the Dino Bronzor League. That core is so strong that actually these three Pokemon together are so powerful that like there's literally like no checks to them at all. It's just nuts how strong this core is. Now for this cup, it's very it looks to be a lot of fun, but to be honest with you, it's gonna be fun for like 2 days and you're gonna hate it. Just because like you saw there, we literally beat that entire team, letting our Dino die. But this trio is just so oppressive that it's probably even worse than Master League, to be honest with you. Everything's fast move available, and if you get a Dino Bronzor, and if you don't have these two, it's really hard to get around. There's no core breaker for this trio. There really is no like super core breaker or anything like that. Even if you use like dark types, dark typing, which is probably darks are hex, like Why Not's thick enough to where it can handle that damage, and Bronzor is just so tanky that, as you saw there, it still lived through like 2 whole mons, and we managed to take both shields. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the little cup. Like I said, it's real. What I don't like about it is just barrier to entry. It's gonna be very difficult to get the Metamons, as you see here. They're really expensive, and it's just not good for the overall atmosphere of the game to grow and for like lower the barrier to entry to new players. Anyways, well, I'll be doing a deeper analysis on Dino, Bronzor, and Why Not individually. But for now, as you see, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, please like and sub and follow everyone below on the description. Thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful night. And again, I hope you guys enjoy the little cup.